Looks like the Los Angeles Lakers are now Freddie T's new favorite team. The man already loved everything LeBron. And now LeBron then got Bronny drafted to LA. So it's Bron in LA. Freddie T, though, it is an amazing story. You know, you think about the Griffeys, Tim Raines and his children or his child, to have an opportunity, man, to play with your son. Mm-hmm. What an accomplishment for both of them. When you heard Bronny James's name called at the 55th overall pick, what were your thoughts?
You know, I was actually at home making my weekly pasta for the boys, and I pulled out YouTube TV right there on my phone. I was like, I got to see it. Like, this is history. I know a lot of people were, they were hating on it. Like, he's a bully for making this happen. People said all sorts of stuff. I don't care about that. I'm a fan of Brun, but even more so, I'm a fan of the game. And to see this sort of thing happen, historical moment, I had to actually see it happen right there. I think it's amazing for their family, first and foremost. I thought it was a big deal for me when my son went to University of Florida,
right.
Following in my footsteps, wearing number 21, seeing the Taylor on the back, seeing him run down the field. I can only imagine how LeBron feels to have his son in the same locker room, the locker room that he was just recently visiting, just as a guest, as his son, hanging out, shoot arounds, all that stuff. Now they're gonna be practicing together, like on a professional level. I think that's so amazing for them. And certainly, I'm a part-time Laker fan. Go ahead, whatever.
I can't wait to hear it. Daddy! Daddy! No, man. For all the haters, man, and the nepotism stuff, it happens all the time. There's Fortune 500 companies that get passed down to the kids, and the son don't be qualified. He's be a crazy college dropout, but his daddy was successful, made him successful. Is Bronny going to play in the league next year? Yes. So they can make the historic moment of them two being on the court together. Yeah. Does Bronny deserve to be on that court? That's up to him to prove. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even the best player on USC. It was guys better than him that did not get drafted from USC. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what fig spread is? Mm-mm. It's like a thing you put on crackers with goat cheese.
Okay.
I don't like it. You know who does? My wife. And I buy it. I waste money on it or spend money on it to make my wife happy. They spent a draft pick on Bronny, not because Bronny's going to change the organization, because Bronny is going to make LeBron happy. LeBron opted out. It's obvious now LeBron's about to sign back with the Lakers because Bronny's there. So It was a very smart thing for the Lakers to do. Mm-hmm. Is he going to even dress? I would say no. I would guess no. But to your point, Fred, it is beautiful to see that LeBron can be as successful as he is, to have that much cachet, to have that much power, to be that good at basketball, for them to make that decision to put him on the team with his dad.
Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers is not about nepotism. It's about greatness. And we keep talking about owners passing teams down to their kids. That's not nepotism either. That's inheritance, right? That's me being related to you, being your next of kin, so I now receive what you've acquired, which our children will too. That's not nepotism. That's the reason I do it. But what is nepotism is the Jones family, right? Because their children have jobs within their organization because they're Jerry Jones' children. Bill Belichick hiring his son on his staff, that's nepotism. LeBron James has no power to hire or draft anyone. Bronny James was drafted because LeBron James is great. There has been no player in the history of sports that had a larger microscope on what their career would be than LeBron James. And there's been no player in the history of sports have that high of expectations and exceed them. There's been no player in the history of sports be able to recognize greatness in his friends, put his friends on, his friends branch out from him, build 9-figure businesses, and become Bron's the most powerful athlete that's ever existed in team sports. Rich Paul is the most powerful non-owner in the entire NBA. That's the reason Bronny was drafted. The only people to ever pimp the game like them are Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman. That's it. And so the reason Bronny James was drafted is because Your father has been the perfect example of professionalism. Your father has been the perfect example of exceeding expectations, of work ethic, of building things off the court. He's also, with as large as the microscope is, however he's gone about doing it, never done bullshit away from the game that's taken away from his legacy. So LeBron James, whether Bronny James earned it or not, LeBron James earned the right for his son to be drafted because a team wanted to make him happy and keep him on the team because he is that great. So for everybody that is saying this is nepotism, I want you to look up the definition, because that's not it. This is greatness. And unfortunately, for all of you people who aren't great, or who don't have the talent, or who haven't worked hard enough, or who've made excuses your whole entire damn life, you are not afforded the same thing that this man is, and you don't deserve it. He does. Bronny James benefits from having an opportunity now to prove he does belong in the NBA, because his father proved that those bloodlines are worth it. The end.